Welcome to the Cryptosphere. This is Cryptogenic coming at you. Today is January 20th, Inauguration Day. And once again, we did not see an XRP crash. But neither did we see an XRP spike. So the question for tonight is, how long is this going to take? How long do we have to wait? I mean, for God's sake, this is taking way too long. Did we just miss it? Were we just wrong? It's really hard when you're watching other things take off. It's really hard when you decided to put your money in XRP and not in XLM, and XLM has doubled. It's really hard when your friends are profiting and you're not. We're just sitting down here waiting at 29 cents. And it just feels like it's going to take forever. Maybe the people who said that this is not going to happen until the SEC lawsuit is resolved, maybe they were right. How long do we have to wait? When will XRP pop? Well, that is the question that I wish to address tonight. So I connected with a friend earlier today, and he asked me, is crypto safer than the stock market? And my answer to that question was that I am not in crypto because I think it's safer. I'm in crypto right now because if you look at the market cycle of the stock market, it's already exploded. The position the stock market is in its market cycle, it's already broken every all-time high. I mean, it's already exploded. Now, I'm not saying it can't go higher. It very well could go higher. Matter of fact, in 2020, I was amazed again and again and again and again because every time I thought it can't go any higher, guess what? It went higher. So I'm not saying it can't go higher. I'm simply saying that as an investor, I have a basic rule of thumb, and that basic rule of thumb is that I do not invest in things that have already exploded. My goal is not to buy things at the top of their market cycle. My goal is to buy things at the bottom of their market cycle and sell them at the top of their market cycle. When you buy at the top of the cycle, that's called FOMO buying. You're buying out of fear of missing out. And what tends to happen is you put some money into something like XRP and it doesn't pop in a couple of weeks, so you take your money out of it and put it in something that already has popped. But the problem is, as soon as you put your money in that thing, it starts to retrace. So you take your money out of there and put it in something else that's already popped. And then that starts to retrace. And then the next thing you know, XRP took off and pops. And then you put your money into it and then it starts to retrace. It's a path toward poverty. And what drives this market forward is the process by which impatient people transfer their assets into the portfolios of patient people. Got to be patient. So I don't like buying assets that have already pumped. I look for undervalued assets. I look for assets at the bottom of their market cycle. And so the goal is to buy at the bottom and sell at the top. The challenge, however, is that when you buy at the bottom, you got to wait. Because none of us know the day nor the hour when the assets at the bottom will begin their stride towards the top. Have no clue. We could sit at 29 cents for the next 3 months for all I know. I have no clue. We could break out to $3 tomorrow or while we're sleeping tonight. We could break down to 17 cents. I don't know. The challenge is that when you buy at the bottom, you got to wait. Because you don't know how long you're going to be at the bottom. And secondly, you don't even know where the bottom actually is, because you could think you're at the bottom. And as soon as you think you're at the bottom, the asset can make a new bottom. When I first started this YouTube channel, I called the first video Operation Find the Bottom, because that's what I was working on over here on XRP BTC. There may be a bottom that's lower than the bottom that you bought. And if you're going to buy the bottom, you're going to have to be able to deal with that. So the question for me is, how do I know that the cryptos I'm in are at the bottom of their market cycle? Well, that's actually not hard to figure out, not just because if you look at this XRP BTC chart, it's literally at the bottom of its market cycle, but because we've been through multiple market cycles before. I put this number up here and say it could pump this high, and people say there's no way it'll ever go that high. Well, it's been that high twice before, so you can't say something will never do what it's already done twice. These are called market cycles. They explode, right? They break out, they break down, they consolidate. They break out, they break down, they consolidate, right? So I want to kind of give you a picture of the crypto market cycle. And this is the macro cycle. This is not XRP's cycle. This is not Bitcoin's cycle. This is the crypto market cycle. And we've seen multiple iterations of this cycle over the past little more than a decade. So stage one of the market cycle for cryptocurrencies is the stage we call Bitcoin dominance. Now, the first thing that happens in this stage is that Bitcoin breaks out and sucks the money out of the market. You see the money leaving the altcoins, going into Bitcoin. The altcoins either decline or lay flat for an extended period of time. Meanwhile, Bitcoin breaks its previous all-time high and then presses towards a new all-time high that is significantly higher than its last. Whenever this happens, people start saying things like the one coin to rule them all theory. Bitcoin's the only one, everything else is going to die, everything else is going to die and go to zero. See, it's happening right now. Everybody says that, blah, 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 blah. But at a certain point, as Bitcoin is exploding in the process of pressing through to make a new all-time high, stage two begins. Even though stage one is not completely over, these stages overlap with one another. And stage two is what I call Ethereum escalation. In this stage, Ethereum suddenly accelerates alongside Bitcoin and leaves the other altcoins behind, breaking through its previous all-time high and pressing toward a higher all-time high. And people start saying things like, Ethereum is better than Bitcoin. And they start talking about the flippening. Then comes stage three. Once again, concurrent. Doesn't mean Ethereum's done. Simply means that stage three is starting. And stage three is what I call large cap emergence. And when this stage happens, the other top 3 to 5 large cap altcoins begin to explode and go parabolic. They start breaking through their all-time highs and pressing toward new ones. And then comes stage four, the stage we've all been waiting for, altcoin season. And when altcoin season hits, you know it because every coin and its mama starts exploding. I mean, every coin. Even SHIT coins, they start exploding. I mean, even stuff that has no value starts to grow. You can almost pick a coin during altcoin season and make money off of that coin. So where are we right now in this cycle? Well, let's see. Bitcoin has blasted through its previous all-time high of nearly $20,000 and set a new all-time high of $42,000. It's in retracement mode right now. We don't know if it's going to turn around and break up and make another all-time high. Who knows? But so that's happened, right? So what has Ethereum done? Well, lo and behold, Ethereum, just the day before yesterday, I believe it was, or was it yesterday, poked up through its previous all-time high of a little over $14,000. It broke up just above that and pierced its all-time high. So we've seen Ethereum do what the other altcoins are nowhere near doing. I mean, look at Litecoin. I mean, at its highest in this season, it's still 55% beneath its all-time high. And we don't even want to talk about XRP. I mean, XRP is still more than 90% beneath its all-time high. So we're not at stage three yet, because even though Ethereum broke above its all-time high for a moment, it's still beneath it. It's kind of sitting beneath it. So in the meantime, XRP still has a ways to go to catch up with the regular altcoin market. I mean, if XRP were If the FUD didn't happen here, you see what was happening here? This is the natural market progression. This was supposed to happen. And then the news of the SEC lawsuit hit right over here. What was it, the 22nd? Had that SEC lawsuit not happened, we'd be sitting on probably a $2 plus XRP right now. Which means that just to catch up with where the other alts are, even at this point in the season, XRP has to somewhere around 10x, just to catch up. Which means that XRP right now is the most undervalued asset in the market. That's why I focus there. Am I all in there? Nope. But my highest hopes in this crypto market are in XRP right now. Do I recommend everybody to buy it? Nope. Matter of fact, I don't recommend anything because this is not financial advice and I'm not a financial advisor. I don't make recommendations. I tell people what I do and you can take it or leave it. But I'm not all in on XRP. But I've got enough in so that if we're right about this thing, it's going to change my life substantially. Now to talk about where we are right now. Now that all of the American companies that needed to delist it have done so, and all of the Americans that needed to sell it have sold it, XRP is in a stable place. Some people think there's still going to be a big sell-off and it's going to go down to 11 cents. I don't think so, because who's going to sell it? Well, the SEC. Well, that damage has already been done. Anyone who would sell it because of the SEC has already sold it. Any platform that was going to delist it or suspend it has already delisted it or suspended it. Now we are in the hands of the other 95% of the market around the world that continues to buy XRP and sell XRP and trade XRP. What we have seen happen with XRP here in America is that everything has been shaken. But when everything gets shaken, you're left only with what cannot be shaken. That's a biblical principle, by the way. All things must be shaken so that that which cannot be shaken may remain. The weak-kneed and feeble-handed American XRP investors have officially been shaken out. Those who have held through this are the strong-handed. And that means that, in my opinion, this is a very stable moment for XRP. But I do anticipate that the SEC situation will be short-lived. I believe it will be a matter of weeks, a couple months max, in my opinion, just my sense. And then there's going to come a sudden release of good news. And when that happens, XRP is going to explode. Exchanges are going to relist it. People are going to FOMO buy it. It's going to go crazy, folks. And looking back in hindsight on that day, we're going to be so thankful that we held. We're going to be so thankful that we waited. We're going to be so thankful that we persevered. Well, that's about all I got for you tonight. So thankful for each and every one of you that has been watching and commenting and liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. If you're listening to me now and you enjoyed the content that I provided for you tonight, I'd like to invite you to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you don't mind. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think. You can also check out my Patreon page where I teach midterm trading strategies and provide information and tips for positioning your portfolio for optimum profit. With that being said, my prayer for each and every one of you is that you would sleep in peace every night, wake in joy every morning, and walk in love every day. This is Cryptogenic, signing off.